This should be played at high volume.
It's the same convo, it's the same convo. TSC, it's the same convo. TSC, it's the same convo. TSC, same convo. TSC, it's the same convo. TSC, same convo.
It's the same convo. SAME. This is the podcast of beats, and their whole team is complete. They feeding the streets. Other people can't compete. Shit, you got Carlo, got Kenny, got Baba, got Uncle. You cannot forget Malik, and you got Ski. Yeah, the whole roster elite. They bringing the heat every week.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Same Convo, the podcast where we talk everything sports, anime, media, and entertainment. It's your boys, Kenny, Carlo, Malik, and Bamba. And this is a sports segment, man. This is the third installment of the Odd NBA Awards. You feel me? But before we get into that, we got to talk about the NBA Finals. Everybody made their prediction. And I
made mine a long time ago.
What'd you say?
I made mine a long time ago.
Shut up. Well, I think I'm the only person that predicted the Pacers. You know what I'm saying? Winning
They
this.
will never win, Bamba.
They're pretty close. If it wasn't for injuries, that's a conversation for another day. We don't have to have that. We don't have to have that. Let's not spoil their victory. They won. The only debate left to have, where does Shai Gilgeous-Alexander rank in OKC history?
I feel like, I mean, it's gonna sound crazy and you know, deservingly so, but I feel like that nigga number one.
I was gonna say the same thing. I'm an OKC fan. I was there when it was in Seattle when he first got to Oklahoma. Yeah, Russ did amazing. KD did amazing. But at the end of the day, everybody's gonna remember the championship. So Shai's gonna have the guaranteed statue outside of Oklahoma City.
Facts.
He's
It's
gonna
like it's like you can argue better player. If it's overall better player, then yeah, KD. But if you want to say like better career, better OKC Thunder player, you have to give it to Shai just because of what he's accomplished.
because like he accomplished leading scorer, MVP, and Finals MVP all in the same season.
And the new Western Conference Finals MVP.
That too.
That's good, bro. Kenny, what you think?
I'm gonna ask this question, and this will gauge my response. I'm gonna ask this to all of y'all. If LeBron never won that championship in Cleveland, right? And then Cleveland came and won a championship this year, is Donovan Mitchell the greatest? Is he a better Cavalier than LeBron?
If he achieved more in that season, I would say
He got MVP and a ship.
MVP,
MVP if he got all the same stuff SGA got, is he a better Cavalier than LeBron?
As a Cavalier, yeah, because he delivered.
as a Cavalier because he delivered.
So y'all would say Donovan Mitchell deserved a statue before LeBron did. If LeBron never got that championship in Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell would have deserved a statue before LeBron.
Because I'm saying if again, we're playing hypotheticals, and I don't understand why you can't just answer the question. You're trying to use a hypothetical to answer your question.
I have a question.
I'm saying, but if you're going to use hypotheticals, then you're telling me LeBron had 2 Cleveland stints and he didn't win a championship in either or. You feel me? So if you're telling me that Donovan Mitchell is going to be Donovan Mitchell at Cleveland, you're telling me he's going to be the leading scorer of the whole NBA. And have let's do that. So leading scorer NBA, NBA MVP, NBA Finals MVP, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He was an All-Star, All NBA first team. He did all that one season and won a championship. Yeah, he would be a better Cavalier than LeBron.
And also, nobody on OKC's past team has had a LeBron caliber season. Like you have had Westbrook maybe had like a triple-double about the same time the team was losing really bad. So you didn't really have the performance accompanied by wins for it to really count. People were like, after KD's gone, it's like, damn, what is West doing?
And
Kevin Durant. No. Kevin.
also
The year the Thunder lost to LeBron. If I'm not mistaken, Kevin Durant was the MVP.
But that doesn't
no, he
mean that
wasn't.
as a
He
LeBron
wasn't.
like
He wasn't. He
caliber.
didn't win. He didn't win
Okay.
MVP till 2015.
And that was the year that he lost to Golden State.
Huh.
So, but this is what I'm saying. The only reason I question, not even question, the only reason I'm against this hypothetical, because it's a harder argument between Donovan Mitchell versus LeBron James because of everything LeBron James means to the Cavaliers organization and being an Ohio kid. And on top of all that, he would, in those two stints, he would have either been the second or best player in the NBA. So it's hard to argue that. You feel me? Because it's different situations. But if you lay it down like straight what it is, then yeah, like. But again, this is about OKC. It's about Shai. Shai is the best player in Thunder history just based off his accomplishments alone. And this wasn't the first year he was all team first NBA and a scoring champ. Like this is just the first year he
The championship.
got to the finals and delivered and delivered.
And his first championship too, for like first finals appearance.
Facts.
Mhm. Kenny, you saying yes? You saying no?
Get that boy a statue. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
But I mean, like we said, he's quite decorated. Finals MVP, Western Conference MVP, regular season MVP. I feel like whenever you're performing well, people are always decorating you. However, the people that never get decorated are the ones that are not performing well. So today, that's what we finna do, man. The
My
first
bad,
award
Shai.
I got, the first award I want to give out tonight is the Brickhouse Award. People that keep checking them bricks couldn't score for shit. Everybody give you an award. We don't have to argue. We don't have to argue. We're gonna have the Malik Award. We're gonna have the Carlin Award, the Kenny, and the Bonga. So everybody just give you an award. You feel me? And also another thing, this is the first half of the installment. There will be a second one, maybe 2 months from now or a month from now, whenever I got sports again. The reason for that is because I want to show some love to the ladies, some love or some hate, because I just want them to be a part of the conversation. You feel me?
This
So
man
we're gonna add them in. It's gonna be the NBA and WNBA award. You feel me?
Look, if you want to have it quicker, we can trade them things next week. It's whatever you want.
No, fucking dead. No. Let's let him play out a little bit.
But who you want to go first?
Whoever wants to. Okay, you can start it, Carlo.
Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole,
Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole,
Ooh.
Jordan Poole, 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 Jordan Poole.
The Brickhouse Award. It's
Huh?
the Brickhouse Award.
Brickhouse Award, yes, sir.
I'm going that boy from Viva la France. That boy Rudy Gobert.
Oh, yeah, no, that nigga couldn't score for shit. Honestly, I agree with that one. Kenny's house is haunted. Malik, we got
I was actually going to say Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole. Damn. It's funny because I have his old teammate on mine. I thought Kyle Kuzma.
See what when you were thinking about this, I'm thinking of somebody like that's a volume shooter that's supposed to be. There's a reason they brought him to the Washington Wizards. He was their number one, and that man, oh my God, I love Jordan Poole too. You know, part of the pool party, but that man be struggling.
Once this contract is over, man, he ain't gonna see that court.
That man about to go back to his role as a six man.
If that.
Next one we got Draymond Green, Medal of Mayhem. I feel like I don't even have to explain what this award is. The nigga that caused the most chaos, you feel me? I got one nigga in mind I feel like nobody's competing with. But y'all go ahead first.
I got one dude too.
Who?
Wait.
I got one.
Which award are we on?
Draymond Green, Medal of Mayhem.
He's not even a basketball player for this man. Isaiah Stewart just like to fight.
Yeah, that's mine.
I'm dead.
I was going to say him too, but next thing will be like Dylan Brooks.
Mine was Dylan Brooks.
Nah.
Literally, I have Dylan Brooks #1, and then Draymond Green is literally #2 because it's his award.
Isaiah Stewart got the both of them beat, bro.
This is the season. Isn't this the
Isaiah
season?
Stewart, I feel like Draymond Green, you can kind of laugh at his antics a little bit. Isaiah Stewart, I mean, Dylan Brooks, I just don't take him seriously. I feel like he's trying to bring about that villain persona. It's just corny. It's not sticking. You really gotta do some shit for it to stick. It's just not. But Isaiah Stewart is just like, yo, this man is unhinged. He's gonna hurt somebody. Get him out the league.
This man said
Yeah.
blood. Think he a
I
demon.
feel like Dylan Brooks is the Jason Tatum of villains.
Yeah, exactly that. That's how I feel about it. I just can't take him seriously.
It's like, what does that mean? Like, he's pretty good, but nobody respects him.
Like, he's honestly a good defender. He's just corny with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jason Tatum's honestly a good scorer. Like, Jason Tatum's honestly one of the best scorers in the league. He's just not respectable.
Hey, I get it.
I feel it.
Everybody give theirs?
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks, Isaiah Stewart. Grown man game. I feel like this is a positive award. And obviously, you know what I'm saying? If we're really looking at it, it's gonna be LeBron. Voter fatigue is playing that play. We're not going. No, LeBron is here. No, LeBron's still young. He on there. Grown man game. Who y'all give it to if it's not LeBron?
What do you mean grown man gang? Like, what do you mean by
Be
that?
cool. I mean, veteran that just still cooking. You feel me? Like, regardless of how long they've been in the league, this season they still proving that that nigga.
And you said we can't say LeBron?
Huh?
You said we can't say LeBron?
I mean, that nigga's just too good. Give me somebody else. I want.
An old man that's still cooking?
Yes, it's been a few. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Consistently?
Consistently.
Would
yes.
you put? Would you
Kevin Durant
put?
count as an old man now?
Hey, fucking don't say Kevin Durant, bro. Think about this a little bit. Would you consider? Well, yeah, he's 35. I'm gonna do DeMar.
Hell yeah. That counts.
I'm gonna do DeMar DeRozan.
I feel like KD's cooking more than DeMar DeRozan.
Nigga, stop saying good players. Think about it. Think about something. You saying otherworldly players.
I'm gonna help y'all out by giving mine. Mine personally is Chris Paul. I understand he ain't being highlighted, but Chris Paul on the Spurs lately.
That was my #2.
Yeah.
Wait, we're not supposed to pick somebody who's actually like he said picking an old guy who's still dominating. Did Kevin Durant not fit that?
If that's your pick, go with it. I didn't argue that. I'm just saying somebody who's not
His
LeBron.
name's not LeBron.
I argued it because it's like, come on, bro. It's KD.
His name's not LeBron Raymond James.
His name is Kevin Durant. You know who he
Exactly.
is. You know who I am.
Everybody know who DeMar is.
You said what?
DeMar. Is the more I say it, the less I like it.
But I'm saying I just expected more, bro. Like, of course, LeBron James it's LeBron James and Kevin Durant. Those are otherworldly players. I'd be surprised if they wasn't hooping right now.
I mean, when Kawhi's not hurt, he's hooping.
How old's Kawhi? Like, he probably 35 too.
He is 35. No, 34. I was gonna say Kawhi, but like he hasn't.
He 33. He about to turn 34.
What qualifies as an old player?
If Kevin Durant your player, leave Carl.
My fault.
Fuck you, Carlil.
My fault.
Kyrie 34. No, he 32.
Yeah, Kyrie is old too.
How do you know this off the top of your head, Malik? What the fuck?
Random facts. But I'm gonna go with Kyrie.
Like this nigga Carlo with Joel Embiid's feet. But anyway,
Stop.
bench God.
Oh.
Somebody who is not the sixth man,
Oh.
but every time they stepped on the court, they've proven that they belong.
Not the sixth man?
Not the sixth man.
Like currently not the sixth man on the team.
Yeah, currently not the sixth man on the team. Like we know.
Give me that boy Peyton Pritchard.
Is he not the sixth man?
No, he's not.
Then I'll also go Peyton Pritchard. I'm gonna have to agree with that. That boy's an issue for real.
I thought he was the sixth man, but yeah, that was my first pick. The next one's gonna be Alex Caruso, but I think he definitely is the sixth man.
Alex Caruso is 100% the sixth man.
So yeah, nah.
I was gonna say either Peyton Pritchard or Is TJ McConnell the sixth man for Indiana?
Definitely.
That-
He's
For
right
who?
behind Tyrese Haliburton.
TJ McConnell. That boy was hooping.
He was hooping in the last 2 games.
He was
Yeah,
hooping more than just the last. He been hooping all playoffs.
Before, like during that finals run, if it was anybody that's gonna bring them back, it was gonna be him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go with Peyton Pritchard, man. I don't think I can think of a better pick for that. I got 2 awards left, and the last award is gonna spark a little bit of a conversation. You feel me? But the one before last can't guard a cone trophy. You feel me? Somebody who's a defensive liability can't guard on defense for shit, no matter how hard they want to try.
I know we all got somebody in mind.
Very clearly, you better.
One of Carlisle's favorite players,
Who are you talking about?
Luka Doncic.
See, it's crazy that I didn't even have Luca on mine.
Fucking Luka.
Because
Yeah,
he can't.
that
Because
nigga
he.
pissed me off.
Because he showed he can play defense. He just slow. He just slow.
This man had 40 points dropped on him collectively.
Hey man, everybody
I mean,
had 40 dropped on them before.
I had Trae Young.
KD dropped 40 on LeBron.
It's KD.
That's
I'm gonna say it's Luka. He scored on himself. What the fuck?
I'm gonna toss mine back to the pool party, bro.
I feel like Jordan Poole can play defense.
No, he can't.
He's just lazy.
The same with Luka. That nigga can play defense.
That's why I didn't agree with Luka though.
He's lazy. All right, if we not picking Luka or Jordan Poole, give me D'Angelo Russell for $5,000.
I think that's what I'm going with.
give me
D'Lo's also
give me little D'Lo.
I had Trae Young.
His size just works against him.
Trae Young be having steals. How many steals a game?
His size just work against him for the most part.
We be having hella steals.
Yeah, I'm gonna say D'Lo over Trae Young for sure.
D'Lo over Trae Young, D'Lo over Luka for me, D'Lo over JP. That man just can't. Like, it's not in him. They bullied him, drove him out of teams. He just can't bring it out. It don't exist.
Who's he playing for right now?
You said who?
Is he on the Timberwolves? Wait.
Is it the Nets?
Nets.
The Nets, yeah. He's on the Nets.
Final award. My personal pick for this award is not valid anymore because it already just happened. This is the Break Up the Team award. Teams that you feel like it's been overdue. We need to separate them. Tear them apart. I had 2 picks, both teams gone.
You must have been talking about them Suns.
I was going to say the Suns or the Celtics.
Exactly. They tore both them shits apart.
I don't understand why the Celtics did that. They just won a ship. They just won the whole, they just won the championship.
Money.
But money's up. Niggas got to get paid now.
Which for me personally, that's what I was thinking. I was like, it's time to blow it up. It just doesn't. The Suns make sense how they blew it up. The Celtics, not at all. Like, I thought that blowing it up would mean giving away maybe Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum, because we know that that's part of the biggest problem that's not meshing. Like, when one doesn't work, the other one. Sometimes, like, there's just too many times where you just can't count on them. Where your other pieces are pretty solid. Porzingis was coming through the whole season. Drew Holiday, bro. I feel like I'm not touching Drew Holiday.
But I think the main thing, the Drew Holiday thing was specifically, that was money related. And Drew Holiday's trade was money related. But I'm pretty sure they were comfortable in doing that because they feel like either JB or even if they want to give the reins to Peyton Pritchard, they feel like one of them can go ahead and help run the offense. And then
Kristaps replacing that defense though.
Kristaps Porzingis made sense to me because, like, yes, when he's on the court, he's good, but when he's unavailable, he's unavailable.
But Jordan Yang is the same thing.
George Niang is not the same thing. George Niang is healthier than Kristaps.
George
He's
Niang
he's
is
George
always
Niang.
injured. I know George Niang. You know how I know George Niang is Senegalese. So in our national team, he's supposed to play like almost every year. He's very injury prone. Very injury prone.
He's not as injury prone as Kristaps. I feel like
Yeah, no, Kristaps has had big
you
injuries.
can
That's the
count
thing.
on
But George Niang is always sitting too.
you can count on Kristaps. I mean, you can count on George's health more than you can count on Kristaps.
But who's a better player? That's why I'm feel like George Niang to Kristaps.
It doesn't matter if you can't
use
use him. It don't matter if you cannot use that nigga.
That's a fact.
Both of them are injury prone, and one is way better. That's what I'm saying. If you pick it for the trade, the value that you're getting, I don't get it.
Nah, what Carlos
We can do
that Kristaps is way better, but he's also way more injury prone.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not going on they're both injury prone. I'm going off of Kristaps' whole career. When teams needed him the most, his name was Ang. He vanished. Like but again, you added George Niang, you're going to have to add another piece. That's why they got Anthony Simons, but you're still going to need something else too. But again, I get it. It looks ugly right now. It looks ugly, but I definitely get it.
Because right now they're shopping around Kristaps and JB.
Huh?
They're shopping around both Kristaps and Jaylen Brown.
So Jaylen Brown is going to be gone too.
That's what they're saying. A lot of teams are coming back saying they want him.
They're not gonna unless they get the house for Jaylen Brown, they're not trading that nigga, bro. Because there's no reason for you to. That would be again, Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Totally understand. If you give away Jaylen Brown before next season, that is one of the dumbest moves a team could make with your quote unquote superstar. I don't believe he's the superstar. I believe Jaylen Brown's the superstar, but everybody else believes it's Jason. While your superstar is going to be injured for probably until the playoffs next year.
Yeah.
I feel like especially because you already traded Jaylen Brown, and not Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday and Porzingis. I don't see why I move Jaylen Brown because that's the thing I'm thinking. I'm thinking like you can't afford this team because of these two niggas. Their contract got that heavy, and then these two niggas, their struggles are pretty prominent in the playoffs and shit. So if you're moving away from one, it would make sense. Like Carlos said, you can get a full roster for Jaylen Brown or a full roster for Jason Tatum. If you trade that instead of trading these pieces, y'all not.
You know what's about to suck though? Like with Jason Tatum gone, everybody's gonna be looking for Jaylen Brown to be that superstar. But the team just took a massive decline, so it's gonna look like Jaylen Brown can't deliver, but he's dealing with not nearly as good as the team that they had before.
Yeah.
But the same thing is gonna happen for Jason Tatum too if he stays. They're gonna be like, you were in this.
I'm talking about because Jason Tatum's gone right now, so everybody's gonna be looking to Jaylen Brown for production now. He's the only scorer left. Anthony Simons can score, but as far as superstar scoring, Jaylen Brown is the only one left on that team.
First of all, this nigga Anthony Simons is a demon, but I get what you're saying, Kenny.
I
definitely get what you're saying, but Anthony Simons is a demon.
I'm not saying he's not, but he's not. He has no all stars, no all NBA. He has no all NBA team picks. He has nothing. We know he's good. We know he can score, but he has no resume to back that.
It starts now.
Facts. I feel like being in a small market also worked against him. But I'm gonna say this because I heard the Suns. I heard something else. Mine started before all this craziness, but I was gonna pick the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah, bro. I'm glad that Desmond Bane went to Orlando Magic now because the Magic actually, with adding Desmond Bane, they can compete a little bit more than they did last season in the East. And then, me personally, I think the Grizzlies should get away from Ja, bro. Me personally,
ooh, that's a hot one.
They either get away from Ja or add somebody that's going to be a number one because I think Ja can be a number one until a certain point. And then, you feel me? I don't think he's the type of number one that's going to be able to push that team over the edge. So I think he needs to be a two guy until he gets, just gets a little bit better because he's definitely explosive around the rim, can make a little bit, but I feel like they need a number one that can also shoot that thing consistently too.
Wait, who's the starting point guard for them?
Ja.
No, for the Magic.
Oh, for that. Oh,
Is it
Anthony, Cole Anthony.
Cole Anthony? Yeah.
yeah.
They need a better point
They
guard.
got a good squad,
Jesus
man. They
Christ.
they really slept on, but they have a really really good squad. They're
They're a
gonna be
good
a
playoff
problem.
team.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like Cole Anthony would be a better six man than a starting point guard, personally.
I don't know if I agree with that. That man's mentality is key, bro. He's good.
I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just saying I feel like he'd be better as a six man, like a TJ McConnell, Peyton Pritchard type player. I think they need a better PG.
So
But
who would you get as their PG?
And who would be
shit,
willing
I
to
would have
play?
tried to get Drew.
Are you talking about compare? But he's the starter because of the team right now. That's what it is. That's what we're saying.
Man, fuck Desmond Bain. I'm trying to go get Drew or a start. That's just me. If I know Drew is up for grabs, come here.
I mean, maybe they didn't know that happened a little bit ago.
Fair.
But anyway, so Carlo is going with Memphis, locking y'all pick. Malik said Suns and Celtics. Kenny.
That needs to just wait. What was this name of this award again?
Break the
Yo,
team
the
up.
blow up the team award. That team that needs to be niggas need to be separated.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with the Suns. Like y'all got too much star power to be that ass.
They still need to blow up what's left of it though. I ain't gonna lie. Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal's the biggest one that need to leave.
Bradley Beal is the biggest scammer in the NBA history.
Talk
Is
about
it him though?
family.
I don't even think it's him.
Bruh, he's
What?
not competing. This man will they will be getting their ass blown out, right? And then a team a player on the other team will hit a good shot and he will dap them up. Like what the
That man ain't a worse scammer than Ben Simmons, bro. I'm not gonna let you
That's a
do that.
fact.
I'm not gonna let
That's a
you do
fact.
that. He's not
Yeah,
a worse
Ben Simmons
scammer than
announced every season that he's coming back.
not a worse scammer than Ben Simmons or even that nigga Kawhi. Kawhi's a scammer,
Hey,
dog.
so
Wait. Let's break that down.
Ever since
Ben
that surgery,
Simmons, you can't blame Ben Simmons. We've all seen what he's been doing, and they still sign him. Bradley Beal was actually a good player right before this happened.
no, but you got to
Okay.
think. You got to think. Ben Simmons went to the Nets, had a problem issue with his contract at Philadelphia, convinced the whole world that he needed to get his money rightfully, and everybody was like, "Yes, give him his money." Then he announced that he's coming back, and then he came back, and it looked like he was coming back because he knocked down one 3-point shot, had a few decent games. We're like, "Oh, really? He might be back." Disappeared. Announced himself again. Disappeared. Right this season, he announced himself again, and then he's going with the Clippers. He announced it himself. Ain't nobody tell you to come and say that you're gonna do that. You
Ain't
did
nobody-
it yourself.
Ain't nobody tell these niggas to sign him. Don't sign him.
Rudy Gobert
But
is
when
a
you're saying
bigger.
I'm coming back, that tells people, oh, because at the end of the day, people saw him as a prospect, and then we know that the problem is here. When somebody who's mentally gone is like, I'm back, you can only go off what he's telling you.
Bruh.
And then he has 1 or 2 games, I believe him. And then also he taps out.
This
Scamming.
is the same league who sent Anthony Davis down to the G League. Send
And?
that man away. Send Ben Simmons to the G League until we see that he's actually good again. Like, do something.
Can they do that because of his contract, maybe?
If they are sending Anthony Davis to the G League, yes, they can.
When did they send Anthony Davis to the G League?
When he was recovering.
But yeah, he was recovering. This
Okay,
nigga
Ben
is not
Simmons is
hurt.
still recovering too.
No,
Yeah.
but he's telling there's things that he's telling, and there's things that he's not accepting. There's a reason why. What's the agent dropped him, Clutch Sport. There's a reason why, because he's hard to work with. Maybe he's not always gonna agree. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Look, all I'm saying is you can't. If you're allowing yourself to get scammed, I'm not calling the dude the scammer a scammer.
But why would you call Bradley Beal a scammer?
Because he was actually good before he started scamming, so it's believable. This nigga Ben Simmons
He's
done
not.
did it.
You don't know if he's scamming. There's a reason why he was dropping and disappearing from the lineup for a reason. There was a struggles for a while. Maybe there's a genuine struggle there. He went from a team where everything is built around him to a team where he has to be maybe the third option.
Okay. So Ben Simmons still the bigger scammer.
Struggle, man.
I mean, not Ben Simmons. All right.
Then Ben Simmons. That's not even the topic. Just give me your answer.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the topic.
Give me an answer. Suns.
Yeah, Suns.
I'm gonna agree with the Suns. I'm gonna agree with the Celtics, but I'm gonna also add in the Milwaukee Bucks. I feel like they need to just go ahead and let that go, man. I understand Damian Lillard came in; it was supposed to work out, but he's more old than we were realizing in the injuries, and specifically Giannis. I feel like just move Giannis, allow the future to come through. Let that man go win somewhere else.
Where would you want to see Giannis play?
Nowhere. He just needs to go. I honestly don't. I heard him talking about the Spurs. I just feel like that's overkill. You will be taken away from Wembanyama if you add Giannis over there. But generally speaking, like where would Giannis fit? I can see it. Maybe the Lakers. We do need a big. Come on in, we take you.
Have
You don't want
another.
to leave,
Are we
though.
gonna allow? Wait, are we gonna allow this
Another-
man to disrespect Giannis? Are we allowing this?
Yeah,
How am
I'm
I disrespecting him?
not as mad at that as I am of him saying let's bring him to the Lakers because we need a big. You gonna bring another non-center ass nigga that probably don't want to play center and make him play center?
No, but we
Exactly.
get this is another thing. We're getting rid of Rob Pelinka and Genie Bus. He gonna play power forward. The dream that Anthony Davis had, Giannis gonna live it.
So he's gonna come here, and we're still not gonna have a center.
Yes. We just need a height.
No.
I
If
feel like y'all need
Giannis,
to
if
get
Giannis
that.
goes anywhere, I think his best fit would probably be if somehow they had enough money, be the Rockets. KD and Giannis together with Fred VanVleet. That would be a good
Fred
fit for him.
Beat.
If they could somehow swing it, Rockets Giannis would be crazy. Or Giannis to
With the Knicks.
nah.
Yeah, like get rid of Cat.
Hell yeah.
The Knicks need Cat. The Knicks need Cat.
Hmm?
The Knicks need Cat.
They
No,
need
they do not.
They
I
need
think
Giannis
it's
more.
Did you see what Cat did?
I see, but I feel like Cat need. I feel like what Cat brings with spacing the floor is what they need. They need that floor spacing. Giannis messes that up.
But we also need defense, and Cat messes that up.
And less bitching, because he definitely brings that to the table.
Listen, I gave my vote. I'm going.
Hey,
I'm
man,
going
look,
with.
yeah,
I'm going.
this
The best
segment
fit
getting
for
on too long
Giannis.
because we have too many tangents.
The best
My
fit for
fault, my
Giannis
fault,
is the
my fault.
Rockets.
Giannis to the Rockets. I'm saying bring Giannis to the Lakers, man. But we don't have to argue that today. We can pick that up on another day. This has been the sports segment. And before we even roll out on the outro, if y'all not have seen it on our social media pages, better go check it out. We have a giveaway. The biggest giveaway that we could have expected. We have a special somebody to thank for that. We'll take him at the proper time. However, there is a huge giveaway going on right now with TSC. We're talking about $500. You feel me? We have all of the information that you need to join the giveaway up on Instagram and on TikTok with all of the instructions. Make sure you go join and invite your friends to join because there's multiple prizes to be won. And you can win, your friend can win, your sister can win, and your grandmama can win. So send this to everybody that you would like to win some money. You feel me?
Y'all better
And
go.
on that note,
Y'all better go ahead and enter before I use this money to spend the Area 29.
all right. Okay. On that note, we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Deuces.
I miss you, hoes. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me